Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Love Kind Good. On this channel, I discuss my experiences, things that I'm going through. I try to do this weekly, and I typically post on Sundays. And I typically talk about like ideas and things that have come up during my week. So if that appeals to you, subscribe and like this video, and then when the videos come out each week, you'll get updated. But today is actually Friday, and so and it's actually January 31st, so it's the last day of January, which feels like it's been the longest month of ever. And so we also just recently had a new moon, which is a good time to do some intention setting. And so I had sat down and like wrote out some like 2025 intentions. And then today when I was journaling and I realized it was the 31st, and I was going back and like just recapping all the things that I had gone through over this last month, and it felt monumental. And I felt like, you know, sharing this process of reassessing the month and the things that have gone on would be very fitting. So I apologize for looking down, but I have my journal, so I've written some things down. And so what I did was I kind of recapped the month. So some of you know that I just got back from Mexico at the end of the month in December, and I think December 27th. And so January was like my first month back in Charlotte. And so I was settling back into Charlotte. I was dealing with stomach issues from returning to from Mexico. As soon as I landed, I started having some issues. A week ago, my brother had some heart surgery that was successful, and my mom was also here for a visit. And let's see, I have not shared this news with you yet, but on Monday I will be starting a new job. I'll probably post more about that later on, but that's huge and different, and I haven't worked in a while, so we'll see how that goes. I also met someone in January, which we'll see where that goes. I'm not ready to share any details about that yet, so I apologize, but yeah. And so, and then I was also thinking that, you know, I've also maintained my spiritual awareness. So today, my girlfriend Rachel, who I'm sure you'll meet at some point, she is moving into a holistic collective healing type model of building a community. And so today, which just happened to like form this morning, we are now doing like a shaman sound bath ceremony type thing, like around 3 o'clock. So it's gonna be like mind-blowing to be able to close out the month of January with all these changes, all these new intentions for 2025, and the abundance that's coming to me, to be able to close it out in such a ceremonial, loving kind of way. Like, I don't know, it's just hard to kind of understand and put into words. But I kind of wanted to talk about like what my monthly process looks like. So each month I set an intention. So like November was to focus on personal growth. December was to stop vaping, which I had just started in October, which was kind of stupid, but that was a process. And then January was just to simply focus on getting resettled into living in Charlotte and feeling comfortable with that. And I have not quite decided what my intention for February will be yet. yeah, I don't quite know what that will be yet. But so what I do is at the beginning of each month, I will set an intention for that month, and that will kind of be like my guiding principle for that month. So any kind of decision I need to make or anything, I kind of ask, does this align with what I intended for this month to do or be? And then and I don't try to make it like unattainable or anything like that. And then I journal daily. So I'm sitting here at my dining room table. And so in the morning when I have my breakfast, which is typically always oatmeal with blueberries. And right now, because of my seasonal depression, I sit here with my sun lamp on, which is actually set up right there. And I just sit still with myself for a moment and I collect my thoughts. And then I also have my journal on the table. And so while my oatmeal is cooling, I take 5 minutes, kind of jot down my thoughts that I have, and I sit in front of the sun lamp. And then I also, while I'm eating my oatmeal, I'm thinking about what I just wrote in my journal. And then if there's any follow-up thoughts, I will journal that. So that's what my daily practice kind of looks like. Now, how that will change with starting a new job, I do not know. So this week I have been practicing waking up early. So I've set my alarm for 6:30 every day this week, and let's just say it's been tough to now focus on getting up and ready. So this week I have been kind of focusing on setting my alarm and getting up and ready before 8 a.m., which an hour and a half should be plenty of time. I'm not exactly sure what my work schedule would look like. There's a lot of flexibility in it. So I know on Monday I have to be there at 9 a.m., so that's not extremely early. And so waking up at 6:30 might be a little stretch, so maybe I can push that to 7:30 or something like that. But anyways, so now I just simply focus on setting those intentions, having that be my guide, have my morning routine, exercise, get some sunlight, and then close out the month with how did I do, what could I change. And that's basically what I have done for January. And when I sat down to look at that, I was like, oh my God, I have done so much. There's been so much change in this month that it's actually mind-blowing how collected I feel. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I just think I am. I got back here, went through depression, coming out of it now, so that's good. And I've still kind of always been active and things like that. But yeah, man, a lot. I guess I didn't realize how much I've gone through over this last month. So, and I've not really done a lot of work on my business, which is part of Love Kind Good. And so I think I've mentioned it before, but my goal is to sell clothing that has inspirational slogans and sayings on them. Just kind of clothing that you could wear that's inspiring and kind of motivates you to keep going. And then I have also gotten into healing stones. And so I've gotten bracelets and things like that kind of move my energy. And so I've been thinking of kind of launching that, but it's been a process because I did not know that getting this, I wasn't technically actively looking for employment. This job kind of just presented itself to me. And so, I'm moving forward with the intention that it was meant for me, and we'll see where it goes. It's something that it's in a field that I've never done before. It's helping people, which I am a Cancer, and so I'm a very nurturer. My sun and my moon are in Cancer. And so I'm kind of looking forward to having the opportunity to just be available. And maybe that will be my intention for February, is to focus on being available for people, not necessarily even in my job, but even like my friends and my family and people in my community. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give that some thought. Maybe I'll see what comes out of this meditation that I'm doing this afternoon, and then we'll go from there. But I just wanted to jump on here, tell you guys what my monthly process looks like since it was on my mind, and kind of mention all the changes that have taken place. And now that I'm like thinking about like all the things that have taken place and all the changes and everything I've experienced in the month of January alone, it's kind of reminded me to like be a little gentle with myself, show myself some compassion, maybe even like slow down and love myself a little bit extra, because that's a lot. I can't even believe that all those changes have taken place. So anyways, so I'll release this on Sunday, but I love you all and I will see you next week. Take care. Have a good day.